It was familiar. Our lives are linked. While I'm...
You gotta wake up! Come on! Open your eyes! I said wake up! You okay, buddy? Jeez. Scared me half to death, you know? Having that dream about Lyria again? Maybe you bumped your head on the way down. Speaking of Lyria, I didn't see where she fell. She should be close. Let's search the area. Goodbye. I hope our next one is Lyria. Dang, this forest is huge. Don't get us lost, okay, pal? You find something? It might come in handy later. I bet everybody's worried and sick. Wonder when we'll see them again.
Let's see. What you hiding?
It looks like the path continues behind that ivy.
Ha!
Can you clear it?
It's working!
That was Lyria! Hurry! This way!
Woo!
There she is! Oh no! Lyria!
Please be careful!
You can take him, right? Show 'em who's boss!
You can do this! I know it! Gotta keep it up! Yep, this'll do! Score one, Vegeta! No, run it! I believe in you! Score one, Vegeta!
Did we get all of them? Watch out! Looks like we've got friends!
Dragon Leg!
Yeah, buddy! Got the whole herd!
I knew you'd find me. But still, I was afraid I might never see you again.
Oh, talk about close calls.
I'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving me.
We're just happy you're safe. Now, let's lose these trees and meet up with the crew. Now that I think about it, the first time we met was in a forest like this.
I was thinking about that too. Back in Zinkinsdale, right?
Yeah, we've sure come a long way, huh?
Don't mind if
I wonder how everybody back home's doing.
Yoink. Let's see. Not bad.
Ugh, more monsters. You ready? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's working. see a path on the other side. Wasn't expecting that.
Hey, at least we found a way through.
I hate to keep everyone waiting. You know how protective they get.
Then we better file back quick and show them what troopers we are.
Let's see. Not bad.
Don't mind if I do.
Vern, is it just me, or...
Yeah, that was Cat.
Catalina! We're over here!
Huh?
Hey!
Oh,
Anybody
I just
out
heard
there?
Rackham! Rackham! We're over here!
Vern, behind you!
Huh? That's a rock monster! Almost gave me a heart attack!
This'll help a lot! I'm here for you!
No, running! Score one for Gina! Real beast of a boulder, ain't it?
Somebody call for the cavalry?
So corny. Let's just take down the monster already. We're saved! I could kiss you guys.
Glad to see you too, Vern.
Get in position, people. We can take it out if we link our attack.
Not quite ready for action.
I'll finish this.
It's working. Gotta keep it up.
Oh, you're in for it. Ever tasted lead?
On me!
I'm
with you.
You did it!
Only 'cause you had my back.
What steaming stones! I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, it's really angry.
It's working! Gotta keep it up!
I'll finish
Those I want! They're
No
finished!
problem.
There's still more to come! Victory favors us! This is
Locked and loaded.
No running! No escape! Turn that flat into gravel! Here goes nothing! Let's... Tempest Blade! Ah! Catalina!
I'll protect you! Fall now! Rest in peace! Back up!
Loud and clear. Piercing punishment. Eo.
I know! Gotta keep it up!
Bring it!
Down first! I knew we had it in the bag!
I felt that from over here.
Now it took it. Think it's running out of juice.
It's working!
Little more and the day's ours.
Watch out! Be careful! Oh yeah! Feel the earth break! Follow me!
I'll support!
Watch this.
Here's our kid!
Oh, yeah.
You guys rock!
Captain!
Whew. Glad we made it in time.
Forgive me for being late, Captain.
Hope you saved some fun for me. Whew. Looks like everyone's
Oh, thanks for the save, Eugen.
Lyria, about what happened with Bahamut. Do you...
Yes. I think...
Why did...
I don't really know.
Well, hanging out here isn't gonna help.
I'm with Io. Better get...
In that case, maybe we should follow this trail instead. Doesn't that sound like the perfect...
But what about the Grand Cipher?
She's sitting pretty behind some cliffs, but that last tussle in the sky dinged her.
Then it's settled.
Oh, Vern.
Wonder what kind of city it'll be. Can't wait to find out.
Know what I'm wondering? How'd you guys fall from that high up without a scratch? It's a miracle.
Good question. Maybe the canopy broke our fall. In any case, we got lucky.
Hey, any skyfarer who tells you life ain't about luck is a liar in my book.
Look! I see buildings!
Seems like a pleasant place to unwind.
only one way to find out.
Let's go!
Hey,
Yeah, slow down!
Oh, boy.
Check out the airships. Probably got a strong trade. Kinda reminds me of good old...
We should look for a place where Lyria can rest.
Me? But I feel fine.
You've had a rough afternoon today. You shouldn't push yourself too hard.
I know, but we're in a brand new town and I want to explore it.
Well, Captain?
enjoy some...
Yay!
Where you guys get your energy from?
If Lyria's up for a little excursion...
In the meantime, I'll grab the Grand Cipher. Should...
As for me, I'm hankering to try the local brew.
We just got here and you already need a drink?
What? I deserve a refreshing cocktail.
Ugh, you don't deserve anything.
You're all too much. Anyway, after exploring for a bit, let's meet back at that big building over there.
Come on! want to take a look around.
I can't wait to explore. I love visiting new places for the first time.
Whoa, hold your horses. We can't leave without letting the others know first.
I have to say, you're a real lifesaver. Well then, see you next time.
It's always a pleasure. Come again. Well, what do you know? Sierra. What? It's Lyria. And the captain of the boat.
You made it all the way to this skydom too? Boy, you really do get around.
You might just say I'm everywhere. Everywhere the cash flows. Visit the Knick-Knack Shack for all your travel tech. By the way, the blacksmith right there makes some fighting mine weaponry if you need some new gear. I'm glad we know where to look if we need to sharpen our weapons.
You can say that again. Now, back to goofing off.
All right.
What should we do first? So many choices. Wow, you can see so far from up here. Aw, it won't open.
We've already seen a lot of action today, so let's take the exploring nice and steady. This town seems pretty chill, huh?
What you hiding? Great!
All right.
Let's see.
Window shoppers welcome! You'll love what you see! Get that extended warranty for your airship!
Don't mind if I do. I can't wait to see more of the town. Not bad. So then,
Get that
Then-
extended warranty.
Guess we gotta come back after we find a key.
Get that extended warranty.
Maybe we could use this.
Windows got welcome. Feast your eyes on my incredible merchandise.
Hello.
Eo. We've come a long way since we met on Freymill. With how much she knows about magic,
Your eyes on
Welcome, welcome. Never hurts to have some backup, right? Wanna buy an airship? I can get you one wholesale. Get it? One Skyfarer's trash is another merchant's treasure. Now here's an offer you can't refuse. See you
I still can't believe she's...
younger than me.
Let's talk. Once your sigil's improved, I'll make a decision once I see what you've got. Want your weapons tempered? I'll handle it. Success. Don't forget about upkeep.
Let's do our best.
Yes. That's it.
Ready for some action? What's Rosetta doing? Probably better not to ask.
What makes a lady alluring, you ask? Why, her secrets, of course.
When the crew happened upon this lone rose in the Lumacier archipelago forest, her smile was mysterious and enticing. Clad in an elegant fragrance, she seemed to possess information about the crew's final destination, Estalucia.
You've piqued my interest. I think I'd like to see what sort of flowers you'll blossom into.
The enigmatic woman had originally intended to travel alongside the crew as a helpful bystander. Yet, fate would have other plans, transforming her alliance with the crew from one of curious observation to active partnership.
Hi, Rosetta.
Nice of you to drop by, Lyria. Come to see my part of town?
Actually, I wanted to ask you how I could help the crew.
Is that so? Well, I'd say there's no need to stress out about it.
But I want to be useful and do my share.
Oh, dear. I think you might be overthinking this.
Still, isn't there something I can do?
Let's see. Guidebooks are pretty useful. Ever thought about writing one?
Write my own guidebook?
Just jot down the fun things you've seen and done. Whatever you want to share with us.
Better than complaining all the time.
You're right. Okay.
I can't wait to read it. Such a refreshing breeze.
Aw, it won't open.
I smell a new... mission. Another satisfied client.
Rackham headed straight for the docks, huh? He takes such good...
Estalucia, the Isle of the Astrals, huh? What the hell? Count me in!
Shortly after embarking from Zinkenstill toward undiscovered adventures, the crew encountered Rackham. He was a renowned helmsman whose past was overshadowed by the tragedy of an airship crash, leaving him grounded ever since.
I tried everything, but the Grand Cipher just wouldn't budge. But still, I always had a feeling there'd come a day when that would all change.
His resolve would be reignited when the primal beast Tiamat, purveyor of protective winds, threatened to obliterate his homeland. As if jump-started by Rackham's newfound determination, the Grand Cipher once again spread its wings and took flight. Since then, Rackham has been family to the crew, an invaluable piece on their journey to Estalucia.
Airship of that size is a first for me. But
sorry for pushing you.
Shucks, it ain't nothing. I'll leave this...
Thanks a million. I'll get right...
Rackham!
Well, look who it is. I managed to find a place that can... Just got done haggling.
I'm sorry the ship got...
Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? You had nothing to do with it.
But I...
Look, it was a random accident. No one could have known our dragon friend would go all...
It's not your fault, Lyria.
Yep, no one's
Captain knows best. So quit feeling guilty about it, okay?
Okay.
There's that smile. Besides, we're in a new... Anyway, I'd better go move the... Go have fun. I got the ship covered.
Eugen's already...
Auguste's Big Blue ain't your ordinary sea, you know. It heals the land and soothes the soul.
Eugen had been through a lot in life, but it was during the Empire's invasion of Auguste when guilt threatened to consume him. He had come face to face with his estranged daughter Apollonia, only to discover she had become a general of the very same army marching on his homeland.
I wasn't there when she needed me. But even if I did explain myself, would it change anything?
The rift between father and daughter had cast a deep, dark shadow over their hearts. But, with a little help from the crew, he found the resolve to face past regrets and take a step toward mending this rift.
Ahoy, Captain. Enjoying yourself?
Oh, brother. At least one of us is, that's for sure.
Come here. Let you in on a tip I heard. Word is there's a village that runs a mining operation on a nearby island. It's got an altar dedicated to, get this, a primeval god. And when this god stirs up a wind, loads of ore gets exposed, ripe for the plucking. Then, this town takes those mined ores. We'd be rich if we got in on the action somehow. You catching my drift? Anyway, gonna stay put and sniff around for... See you later, Captain. One more for the road.
This'll be interesting. Stop treating me like a baby. I'm a full-fledged mage.
The crew were visiting Framel Island, a land whose everlasting heat fuels a thriving steelworks industry. As chance would have it, that's where they ran into Io. She was on a quest to find her master, Sokka the Great, the Archduke of Framel's duchy. While aiding Io in her search, the crew uncovered the truth of Framel's tragic past. They also found Sokka, his mind warped by festering resentment for the Astrals who had wronged his people.
My magic will spread joy and smiles across the skies. Just you watch, Master.
After saving her teacher and father figure from his madness, the young mage decided to join the crew on their adventures into the Grand Blue Beyond.
Hey, what you looking at?
You dumb lizard! Don't sneak up on me like that!
Ugh, for the millionth time, I ain't no lizard!
So, what you doing, Io? Checking out the makeup selection. Ooh, that's so grown up. An elegant lady knows the importance of looking her best. I see. I still don't know anything about makeup. You're naturally pretty, but a dab here or there could bring out a whole new you. Really? I don't know if that's me at all. Next time, we'll do our faces with Rosetta's tutoring, of course. Aren't you curious how Lyria will look, Captain?
Sounds like a good idea.
Maybe I can be a sophisticated lady, too. Gee, what a selection. I don't... know what most of this... stuff is for.
That's it.
Then...
Yep.
All right.
Mine.
What you hiding?
So then...
That's it.
What can I do you for? Sending out the old crew signal, eh? Who should we poke? a money story. Wanna buy an airship? I can get you one wholesale. Get it? If it's important, I'll import it. Just say the word. Don't be a stranger!
Oh dear. Step right up, folks. Feast your eyes on my incredible merchandise.
Don't break this! Even I can buy this stuff with my allowance.
Window shoppers welcome. Go on.
Catalina training again. Guess old military habits die hard, huh? If she hadn't betrayed the Earth State Empire to save Lyria...
Using Lyria's power for vile experiments. How could the Empire stoop to such atrocities?
When Catalina uncovered Erstei's inhumane research on an innocent girl, her faith in the Empire she proudly served was all but shattered. Following her own sense of justice, she escorted the girl from her cell to steal a fleeting glimpse of the outside world.
The clouds are an impressive sight, aren't they? Even beyond the horizon, skies just seem to stretch on endlessly.
She vowed to help the girl discover a new life in the boundary. Forces hounded the fugitives across the peaceful island and into a windswept forest. There, a fateful encounter would alter their lives forever.
Hi, Catalina!
What you doing?
Thought I might get in some training. I once spent hours practicing my strikes.
Oh, no wonder you're a master swordswoman.
Not yet, I'm afraid. Maybe I'm halfway there.
You're no slouch either, buddy. But I wonder who's better.
I don't mean to brag, but...
It's hard to say at a glance, though it might be fun to cross swords sometime.
You mean like a sparring match? I wouldn't know who to root for.
Then why not both?
Oh, you're right. There's no rule that says I can only pick one side.
Captain, before we proceed any further, I have just one thing. Make sure to check our mastery points from time to time. Battles may begin to feel tense if we don't sharpen our skills.
Yeah, I think I get it.
I'll practice day and night.
I love learning new stuff. Can't wait to try this out.
My. Superb! I can't wait to debut this. My thorns feel sharper already.
I mustn't fall behind our captain after all.
If you're done looking around, we can start heading to the meetup spot a little early.
No. There. Lean into your strength. That?
You promised to regroup at the big building in the middle of town, right?
The meetup spot was somewhere around here, right? Are you done looking around?
Yeah, I think I've seen everything.
Same. Let's take...
Look, it's the Grand
Oh, yeah! Rackham did say he'd bring her...
Can I tell you something? I heard what you did when I was falling off. I felt so happy knowing you sprang to my rescue. We've been through a lot together. Visit hasn't always been the safest trip. I just wanted to say thank you. And since our lives are... Let's make the most of our journey together. Yeah. Now my... That's so true. Doesn't it smell nice?
Sure does.
Sorry. Kept y'all waiting. Cypher's officially in the shop.
Nice work. Thanks, Rackham. So, we've got time to burn, it seems. Anyone want...
Almost forgot this.
You guys hear that?
All right, I'm off. Pardon my rudeness. I don't...
Hey! I ain't no lizard.
It can talk?
I do beg your pardon. We didn't mean to startle you, and we certainly don't intend on starting any trouble. This is Vern. I assure you, if anything, he's quite the lovable dragon once...
You've got it all wrong, Catalina. I'm a cool dragon.
Huh. Skyfarers, you say? Oh, allow me to
Roland, you've got to help us. A tornado suddenly hit our...
A tornado? Could something have angered Tempeal's primal beast? Remain here in Folca. My apologies. It seems I'm needed...
Hey, wait! He sure ran off in a hurry.
And I heard him say primal beast. We should follow him.
So then...
Incredible!
Okay. So then?
Sandwiches. Come to the soup and decide.
There are still people stuck in Tempeal! Oh, what do we do? So the altar suddenly lit up, you know?
Slow down.
Okay,
An altar, fierce winds, and what they call a primeval.
Yeah, it does.
Smells fishy. It's gotta be connected to
That guy with glasses knows something we don't.
He could lead us to a clue.
Well, we can't ignore...
Exactamundo.
Right then. I know what. Hello again. So if you need something from me, can it wait?
Then I'll cut to the chase.
Say that again?
It seems you're in a predicament.
I appreciate the offer. I really do.
You mentioned a primal beast, right?
We hit our own snag as soon as we arrived in this. Such a round of drinks, whatever you're facing has to do with us, too.
Simply put, our goals are aligned.
I don't know. Though, more hands. Very well. I won't. Anything can happen out there.
All right. So who are we calling to the front line?
Lead the way.
I compliment any bouquet.
Need a mage? See that counter? That's where we can pick up new quests. Let's check back often, okay?
What'll it be? Something hard? Something harder?
Sandwiches.
You set. That dude's gonna need serious help fixing the tornado problem.
Is your stomach growling? And give it what it wants. We've got lunch specials.
Oh, are you a Skyfarer, perchance? If you're looking for... Right. Our adventure began with a girl was shaken. I knew an unfair fight when I saw one. So I Catalina and moments of so just as I be fortunate looking to Lyria had next dark now that they're since the grand cipher. Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire. The Empire was not going to rest while Lyria was... there was so much to... But all those plans could come after we had escaped Zinkenstill. And, well, before I knew it, I thought about Dad's letter. When I was young, he would take... And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey. From the moment we left Zinkenstill, our adventures were Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our... Since then, we gained more and more. It's all thanks to their support, and what a sure, being a row new faces. Many Hoodle, we discovered another... I knew it was... I hope you're ready, Zegagra.
You think you know the sky and wind, but then you...
Catalina, where do you think
The wind rustled Lyria's hair from somewhere far, far away. Much time has passed since Lyria and I escaped from the Earth. I found myself thankful that the sky has no limit. Lyria and I first crossed paths when I was still a knight of... So you're Lyria. I was appointed to stay by her side as both captor and guard. She reminded me of a beautifully crafted puppet. Never moving, her expression was fixed, and her eyes moved to pity. But I may as well have been talking to a doll. It wasn't until many days had escaped us that I realized Lyria was a real girl with a feeling soul. So... I taught her through books and reverie. I taught her. The illustrations Lyria had seen were lovely. And finally, her blue there, with the open... Someday, we'll sail this... As the bond between us grew, Lyria doesn't belong here. The shining empire. Then, one day...
Really?
I had made a vow. I took her hand once again. This time, not to...
Piloting an airship ain't easy work, but whether it's... Ha! Just a look! Finally, the Grand Cipher broke through the nebulous shadow. It was a panoramic azure, dappled by silver white... Damn. Who'd have ever thought a young dreamer from Port Breeze would make it all? The Grand Cipher and I, we'd gone through thick and thin together. It's a long right then. Landing maintenance, fuel stores, full. What awaited us in the Zega Grande Skydom? As uneasy as I was. Ever since I found her abandoned behind a cliff, I was just a kid. But I had lofty dreams of repairing that ram. Back then, I didn't know the difference between a porthole and port side. But I was determined. After a ton of elbow grease, the day had come. And wouldn't you know it, she actually lifted off the ground. But before I could take it all in, I mean literally, 100 different things could have caused it, but that didn't matter. Betrayed by the very skies I longed. Looking back now, it sounds stupid. I know. Laugh if you want, but some pits are too deep to... Don't worry. My pity party wouldn't last for too much longer.
But ironically enough, it was the meteoric rise of the Erste Empire that would bring the captain into my life. Just as I'd given up on flying, the Erste Empire had arrived in Port Breeze, and they were hell-bent on exploiting our local protector, the primal beast of wind, Tiamat.
Their twisted machinations caused her to go on a rampage. Poor thing is, Lyria needed to get close to Tiamat, which meant we had to go up. And to go up. Thought I'd already closed that chapter of my life. Quick, get on the Grand Cipher! I don't know what got into me. She'd fell once before. Hell, I knew she might fall again. I thought the people of Port Breeze and my new crewmate, all I needed to do was... It's a damn shame it took me this long. But as the Grand Cipher's engine, Lyria quelled the primal beast. Ever since that day, it's been one hell of a ride. So, Zega Grande, and that includes Estalucia.
If I hadn't met Master Zaka on that fateful... If he hadn't saved me... I'm from the Vaults Duchy, where the weather's sweltering all year long, thanks to a river of lava that flows through the island. My hometown might not have been the most scenic place, but as long as I had Master Zaka with me, I was happy. After traveling for so long, before I left on my journey, I was completely clueless. When my master went missing, I was looking for something. Anything that would... The reason behind his disappearance turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined. The Erste Empire had driven him out of... They had manipulated him into awakening the primal beast that had lain... Fortunately, I was able to break through to him, thwarting the Empire's attempt to... I learned that they were doing all sorts of horrible things. Even to... My master was a kind person who never hesitated, and I couldn't just sit around when there were... That's why I decided to join the crew. To stick it to those Empire jerks and give their victims something to smile about. A few years before I met the crew, I mourned their deaths for who knows how long. With no living relatives in vaults, I was like a ship adrift at sea. Until one day, my master reached out his hand to me. There was something in his voice that made me look up. When I did, I had no idea how he'd done it, but I knew it must have been some kind of parlor trick. But he insisted it was magic. What a goofball, right? Saying that when he can use real magic. But it was just the magic I needed at that moment. He went on to show me all kinds. Watching him made me smile. My master would always say, something about that spoke to me. It made me... So I signed myself up as his disciple, begging. After all, if he was right, that meant I had the potential. One day, shortly after, no matter how many times, the rest of the crew thought Master Zaka might have the answers I needed. So he said it'd been forever since I'd been back home. My master was I opened my mouth to ask him about my problem, but when I saw how happy he looked, I just couldn't bring myself. I promised him that I'd come back as a great mage, but there I was. The last thing I wanted was for him to be Around that time, an epidemic returned to vaults. The same disease that wanting to keep it from spreading any further, my master headed to the clinic. But he ended up getting sick too. The source of the epidemic turned out to be an evil spirit that revealed itself to us right there in the clinic. That rotten creature had already taken my parents from me. I wasn't gonna let it take anyone else. Determined to make it pay, I raised my staff. But nothing happened. I'll never forget how it felt to watch, helplessly, as my parents' killer got away. Without my magic, I didn't see the point. All I could do was watch as my master suffered, withering away. But you know, in search of a solution to my magic loss at the local library, I happened to come across. That's when Master Zaka revealed that my mother had been a mage too. On the verge of tears, I clenched my beloved home and master. Just as I began feeling completely hopeless, the staff began to glow. So what if I couldn't use magic? When I finally tracked them down, they'd already left me as the only person who could fight. It was that moment when I decided I was done running away. I'd promised myself a long time ago that I was going to use my magic to make people The voice told me to visualize the power flowing through. With my mom's help, I was able to defeat. I turned to see the rest of the crew climbing to their feet. The power spread through the entire island of Vault's Duchy, eliminating the— Things were a little touch and go there for a while, but in the end, everyone pulled through. I just know it's because my mom is watching. Thanks to her, I can keep traveling with the crew, using the—
I once gave up being a skyfarer. Also, I could take up arms to protect my home. Man, she was special. You see, there aren't too many places in Fana Grande with oceans, much less ones as gorgeous and pristine as Augustes. And I'd be damned if I stood by as the Erste Empire sullied its waters with the byproducts of their weapons research. Good thing, too, because it was in the midst of the ensuing war that I met the Grand— They helped us, the local mercenaries, I mean, take a stand. In the end, the war wasn't decided by either side, but by the patron deity of the land, Leviathan, who anybody's troubles would have seemed small compared to a battle like that, huh? Well, not long after, as if irony was waiting to bite me. I know what you're thinking. What kind of parent wouldn't rejoice at seeing their child again? Man, the way Apollonia looked at me, like a wolf staring down her bunny-eared breakfast. I couldn't face her. But this crew, here were these young'uns standing against impossible odds and coming out stronger for it. So, I asked to join the crew and took up a life of skyfaring once again. The next time my daughter and I met, I wouldn't let fear and regret keep me from— How'd me and my daughter end up estranged? Well, the first thing you need to know is that my wife was strict. I refused to listen to the doctors. Terminal my foot, even if there wasn't. So, I left my family at home, crisscrossing the skies looking for a cure. Got into a lot of it, but no matter how far and wide I traveled, and while I was away, I wasn't there for her when she needed. I never even got the chance to say goodbye. Regret and self-loathing crashed over me, and you can't even begin to imagine the pain. And there was no— My daughter spent countless days looking after her sick mother. It's not hard to imagine why she hates me. She must have asked herself time and again, why was her father gallivanting across the sky? By the time I finally came home, she was long gone. There were no other— All I could do was stand, dazed and helpless, in the cold. After that, 15 years, I met the captain, and through my travels with the crew, reunited with my daughter. This might surprise you, but we didn't have a tearful, touching father-daughter. I spent so long telling myself that the next time we met, I'd face up to my past. But when the moment came, I froze. Any courage I'd mustered withered in the face of her scorn, and I was left standing there, feeling like an old bastard. Sometime after this heartwarming reunion, I bonded with Leviathan. I thought I had escaped all those painful memories. But in that world created by the pact with Leviathan, my wife was still alive. Of course, I knew none of this was real. But I would rather stay in a world of memory than live in a... But she wasn't having any of that. She said I couldn't sacrifice... She made me promise to fix things between myself and our daughter. Said she'd boot me out of the ocean if I came back without completing my task. Her words finally gave me the push I needed to face my past. It gave me the strength to fight for my daughter in her hour of need. And I'd like to think, of course, I don't expect our relationship to be mended with one conversation or act of bravery. But little by little, I think we're getting there.
Zega Grande, the Forgotten Skydom. As I gazed, my memories of this place were distant, yet...
Have you been here before, Rosetta?
Hmm? Perhaps I have. Who can say? Eventually, I'll share my tales of the captain's father and our journey together. When the time... But first, I would need to sort through my own emotions. It was here in these skies... I know. In the eyes of eternity, our time together lasted no longer than a blink. Yet his impact on... Indeed, it wasn't nostalgia that I felt upon revisiting these skies. Rather, it was the significance. During the war, primal beasts were exploited by the Astrals as instruments of battle. Withered and faded, one primal would eventually drift to Lumassier Archipelago, making a home for herself. Over time, she grew accustomed to the comforts of its forests and the serenity they offered. Centuries would pass until a young man stumbled upon her domain, forever altering the course of her life. She engaged him in a vicious battle, but accepting her fate. However, the man would sheath his blade, and, to her surprise, a primal beast was supposedly no more beings born to be controlled, manipulated. She had never entertained the idea of something more. In fact, she did have a moniker, but it was a meaningless one, whose sole purpose was to identify her as a weapon. Perhaps out of pity, perhaps out of kindness, the man bestowed upon her a new name. It was Rosetta. It was his gift to her, one she would treasure and love for eternity. With every union comes an inevitable. When his journey neared its final chapters, as he took up arms against the god of destruction, I returned to the forests of Lumassier. After my return to the archipelago, I briefly longed for his companionship, but the flora and fauna kept me company. Decades came and went, and one day I would encounter yet another young visitor. There was no mistaking it. This was his offspring. I realized at that very moment the time had come. He had entrusted this child to me from the ends of my heart swelled, but I concealed my excitement, flashing naught but a smile at the young. I would join the up-and-coming Skyfarers crew on the Grand Cipher for another journey. During their travels, they would experience joys. I continued to observe from afar, my roots were well planted in the past. Knowing what I knew, would I be able to act as a part of their crew? Before long, my ambivalence would come. My convictions had begun to waver. Of course, I was conscious of reality. I knew they would have to face the harsh life, and with our foes only becoming more and more cumbersome, even for my presence on the Grand Cipher was inconsequential. I thought if I weren't here, the captain, Io, the entire... Perhaps the time had come to retire to the forest. But as I was preparing to leave, Io grabbed my hand so sweetly, I would be the bystander no longer. Everyone in the crew. Finally, I found my purpose. I was free to experience the skies once again, hand in hand with the... It wasn't duty or obligation that anchored me to this crew. It was love. And I promised to always protect them. I would leave no regrets in the skies. Thus, our journey continued. Only this time I felt that I was a true member of the Grand Cipher.
Here it is. Come again.
Is your stomach growling? Then give it what it wants.
Welcome! Never hurts to have some backup, right? Appreciate the support!
That's it.